Greetings, Goths, punks, metalheads, Herberts, Herbetters, Martians and subterranean folk and cosmic groovers. How you all doing? My name's John and this is the Health Anarchist channel. Well, I'm really happy today because we've got a dry day for a change. We've had 3 weeks of rain and I've not been able to get out. Now, I'm quite happy to do the odd indoor video when it's wet, but after a while I get really fed up because I just want to get out there and do my thing, which is walking outdoors and bring you guys along with me. So today we're on Saturday, February the 14th, and like I said, it's been the first dry day in 3 weeks. So I thought I've got to get out and make the most of it. Now the problem was today I was really busy up until now, which sort of getting to the end of the day, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to push it a bit and get out and enjoy a bit of this dry weather. So looking at the weather forecast, this is just a little dry window really. We've got rain again tomorrow, but looking at next week we've got a few more dry days, so it looks like it's gradually going to start to get better, which for me is amazing because I love getting outdoors. I mean, I do walk outdoors when it's raining because I do my daily amount of walking whatever the weather, but filming outdoors and making YouTube videos when it's raining is a different thing really. I mean, I don't want to be making outdoor videos when I'm not enjoying it and it's pouring with rain and I'm there with my hood cowering from the rain. I don't think that would make good videos for me anyway. So it's been a bit of a mad rush to get out today, but I'm here now, so I'm going to chill and enjoy a bit of green space for you guys. Been here many times before, but it's just round the corner from me, so it was ideal for getting out when I'm pressed for time. So this land we're walking, it was actually wasteland originally. I mean, I don't think any land is waste really if you think about it, but that's what it's called. And it was near the Ashton Union warehouse and also behind the Chadwick Dams. And because there's quite a lot of open green areas, the Manchester Regiment that was just over the road used to use this area for training. But today it's had some nice tracks put down and it's been made into a bit of a wildlife haven, so it's really nice. So it's quite a pleasant area today, lots of tracks, lots of little woodland areas. And there's quite a lot of wildlife here. I've just seen a blue jay bird. So just about made it today. We're in the sort of last little bit of daylight of today. We're going to be going into twilight soon, but hopefully we'll make this walk before it gets dark. I would like to say a massive thank you for all my recent subscribers. Means a lot. Cheers guys, I really appreciate you, and don't be shy, say hello if you want and leave a comment below. I'm happy to answer. So as I was saying a while ago, I've been quite surprised by the amount of people subscribing. I mean, I've got people who've been subscribed for a while now and some from the very beginning, and you guys are amazing. Cheers, and thanks so much for sticking with me. So I've got loads of plans this year for making videos and I'm quite excited about it, and I look forward to bringing you guys along with me on my adventures. So one of the things about round here where I live, or out of Manchester towards the hills a bit, is you get really interesting nice parklands with plenty of hills and stuff. And in the city there's some nice parks, but they're very flat, and once you get out a bit you get some really interesting terrain, in my view anyway. So as I was saying, you had the Manchester Regiment just over the road, and they used to train here doing the war games. Now it was open before World War One. They had an army centre there, but World War One and World War Two, they had you know, mass training in the area. before they went off to other places and to fight in the wars. And it carried on in use until conscription ended in the 60s. So even after World War II, there were still people there. They were still training people up with a national service conscription. So there used to be the big Union workhouse near here. The Union workhouse, like workhouses all around the country, they were to support poor people who couldn't support themselves, so they'd get them doing mundane manual labour jobs, and you know, they'd get basic food and lodging. The workhouses only became necessary because of the Land Enclosure Act, when all the people were driven off the land and the land was enclosed. And before that, you had what was the common land, and you know, anybody could live on the common land, and you know, you could grow stuff and keep cattle on there, and you know, you could have like a cottage or something on there, and basically you could look after yourself and feed yourself. But with the Land Enclosure Act, all these people were forced off the common land, and you know, if they couldn't find work or means to sustain themselves, they ended up in the workhouses. But the workhouses, like I said, they were only created because people were driven off the land in the Land Enclosure Act. And the name commoners comes from commoners, as in people who lived on the common land. So it's a shame really that people were made so destitute that they had to have workhouses. Would have been better, I think, for people just to be able to, you know, look after themselves on the common land. So even if conscription was brought back into the country, they couldn't use the Ladysmith barracks over the road because it was demolished, and most of it's been made into a housing estate now. But all around the country, I imagine it's the same. The military in this country has been reduced for years. I hate war and stuff like that, but I think you have to have the means to defend yourself. Some interesting fungus growing. Proves spring's on the way. So on this walk you get lots of little dips and bumps and hollows, which probably would have been training dugouts for when the military were doing practices here. So you've got more areas where I think there were dugouts. Another one here, they're all full of water now. So it's really nice today, just getting out and enjoying nature without getting soaked with rain. In 3 weeks of rain, bloody awful. So I'm just lucky that we have green spaces where I live. There's a lot of them, not just places like this that are sort of a more public parkland. There's all the wild places, and I can't wait to get back into the wild places. Really looking forward to it. So I'm just going to add a little quick story for you here. Someone asked on my last video when I was talking about guitars, they were asking, do I have any interesting band stories? So in one of the first bands that I was in, we were all young, and it was called Sectioned Mental Health Act. And we couldn't play, I couldn't really play, and none of us could really. So we was going on holiday to Germany, so we thought we'd take our instruments with us and try and get a gig over there, naively. We're pretty terrible really. So anyway, we managed to actually get a drummer over there, a German guy, and there was this big youth event going on where there's going to be loads of bands, so we got a gig on there, and we was on the local radio because we were an English band and we travelled over, and After the radio we heard there's rumours going round, because we had loads of German friends over there, and there's rumours going round that there was loads of fascist skinheads going to turn up to the gig to cause trouble and beat us up and beat everyone up. And we were a bit scared, to be honest, because it was our very first gig, so we was nervous anyway. So I can remember before the gig we were getting really drunk, some more than others. I was drinking loads of coffee after the beer to try and sober up a bit. I was playing guitar. Then I was vomiting at the side of the stage because I had all this coffee. The bass player was so drunk when we started playing, it was like the second song before he realised he hadn't even plugged his bass guitar in. Then we saw outside all these skinheads did start turning up, and we're all really scared. We're all shitting ourselves a bit, so we was looking for escape routes. I was looking in the toilets. There's a little window. I thought I could get out of there in an emergency. So anyway, the gig goes ahead, and like I said, there was about 200 skinheads turned up, and the first thing they did was they bought a crate of beer and they put that on stage for us. And they were really all right. They were sorted, and it was misinformation. They weren't racist skinheads at all. They were skinheads against racism, like sharp skinheads. And it was a fantastic gig, and from being terrified to having a really good time, it was amazing. So that's the story when we thought we were going to get beaten up by neo-Nazi skinheads, and we didn't. They were actually skinheads against racism, and they'd all travelled to see our band. So, and when you think about it, most skinheads, the vast majority of skinheads aren't racist. There's only a small, tiny majority of skinheads who are racist. I mean, going back traditionally, the music, all the skinheads, they were like hanging around with Jamaican guys and listening to the same sort of music. So the racist part of skinhead is in fact really tiny, but I think it was cross wires there, but I'm glad it turned out well. So I'm going to wrap this video up in a moment. So thanks for coming along with me today on this little walk. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe. And until the next video, don't forget, be different, stay weird, stay free. Bye now.